Alexandria Adams. I'm live behind our streaming news desk this early Friday, and we appreciate you being here with us. We were talking about fall break travel. So many Tennesseans have somewhere to be, whether that be on the roads or in the skies in the next couple weeks. I've got the expert who knows all the things travel, Megan Cooper with AAA. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, so let's get right into this. What trends are you seeing when it comes to people wanting to travel and get out for those fall break plans?
Yeah, so the trend really looks similar to what we see any time of the year for Tennesseans. Beaches are very popular, road trips are very popular. It doesn't matter the time of year. Tennesseans love the beach. So I would expect for a lot of families, my family included, we'll be going to the beach in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, what are the most popular travel times? When should we avoid getting on the roads?
Yeah, so with fall break, it's not really a travel holiday like Christmas or Thanksgiving. So my guess would be that that travel is going to be spread out over the next couple of weeks. So there's probably not going to be, just one day that's going to be absolutely terrible for travel. But I will say if you're traveling, on a weekday, still avoid those afternoon times so you're not sitting in rush hour traffic. But aside from that, whenever you decide to leave, just make sure that you're giving yourself plenty of time to get to your destination. If you're driving, we still want you to make those stops every, 2 hours, every 100 miles. So you're refreshed and ready to make that drive. So make sure you're building in that extra time so you're able to stop along the way.
What advice would you give to travelers that are maybe looking to save some money?
Yeah, so if you're looking to save money, road trips typically for Tennesseans are a little bit cheaper depending on where you're going than flying. Make sure that you book early. I know we're getting into the last minute phase for fall break, but booking early so you have that availability and a good chance to make those savings. But if you're doing a road trip, saving on gas is helpful. Planning your route in advance so you know exactly where you're going. You're not backtracking, not taking everything in the kitchen sink. A heavier vehicle is going to have a little bit less fuel economy. And make sure that that vehicle is ready to go with you. So make sure that it is up to date on maintenance. A better maintained vehicle is going to get better gas mileage than one that is not well maintained. And then make sure that you're using your perks and your discounts. AAA has a lot of travel discounts, but everything from gas stations to hotels, travel partners, attractions, they all have deals throughout the year. So make sure that you're not missing out on any of those.
And when it comes to flying, I know a lot of people do, of course, travel by roadway mostly, but when it comes to flying, are there any things that people should be looking into right now, maybe for a last minute option?
Yeah, so last minute options still are available in a lot of cases. You just won't have the availability that you would if you would have booked early. So if you have super flexible plans, there still might be a chance for you to get that last minute deal. Just keep in mind that, flights may not be super available. Spots on those flights may not be super available, but it's always worth a shot. If you're still planning last minute, there still could be deals out there for you.
And we've seen gas prices kind of dip a bit, right?
We have. In the last couple of weeks, we've seen a downward trend, and we typically see that this time of year. In the fall, we have cooler weather. We've made the switch from the summer blend to the winter blend gasoline. That gasoline is a little bit cheaper to produce. And we typically don't see the travel volume that we see in the fall that we do in the summer. So that demand for that gasoline trickles down as well. We could see some fluctuations here and there, but for the most part, it's likely going to be good news for your fall break gas prices.
And looking ahead to really, I feel like it'll just blow by after fall break, but Thanksgiving, of course, and then Christmas to follow, all those holidays in the winter months. What should people be thinking right now if they haven't already started booking?
Yeah, if you haven't already booked, I would highly encourage you to take a look at booking. AAA did a recent survey and found that over half of Tennesseans have already booked their Thanksgiving travel. A lot of them booked by the end of September. Taking a look at Christmas, over half of Tennesseans plan to book in October and November. So if you haven't thought about Christmas or Thanksgiving, I know it's hard to think about those winter holidays when we're still very much feels like in summer. I know that it's hard, but go ahead, sit down, try to book those trips so you have a good price, a good amount of availability, really so you can choose the trip that you want. If you wait till last minute, you could find those deals. But if you're looking to have a good time, travel with the family, and not have a huge headache, I would recommend booking that now rather than waiting.
Yeah, some solid advice there, Megan. Any more you want to add or tell me I may missed out on?
Yeah, I would say regardless of how you're traveling for a fall break, give yourself plenty of time to get where you're going. So leave early if you're heading out on that road trip, plan around. If you're going through major cities, use your GPS, avoid traveling through high traffic times like rush hour. If you're flying, make sure again that you're giving yourself plenty of time. But think through every step that you have to go through for that flight. So you have to drive to the airport, you have to check baggage. If you're doing that, you have to go through security. Make sure that you're adding an extra time for all of those different pieces so you're not rushing around and getting behind on your schedule.
And the best place to follow you guys, probably your website, right? To get some of that information.
Yeah, on our website, we have all of our travel information, all of our discounts, a lot of travel advice, both for road trips, for flying. If you're not sure where you want to take a trip, if you're looking for ideas, that is on our website as well as membership information, insurance information, anything you want to know about AAA, really.